We drove and waited in St. Cloud, Minnesota for a good forecasted storm.
11, you spilled your food. I'm trying to pick it up. Angry, are we? Oh, you're an idiot, dude. I'm trying to pick up your food and you're like barking and biting me.
After waiting for a few hours, we saw some cumulus clouds popping up, so we decided to go over in hopes that they would break the cap. A little bit south of us near Hutchinson, Minnesota. It looked like I jumped the gun on this storm a little early because it started to go up and then it fizzled out, didn't break the cap, and so we went back towards St. Cloud, and then a little bit later the same cloud blew up into a supercell.
The storms were fairly slow to blow up, but they did blow up and they were pretty cool, and we followed them all the way out to Wisconsin. Please drop a tornado.
You see how wide it is? Like it blows up. It's just getting started. And this was a relief to see the storm break the cap, and we got in really good position on this. We were in a lot of pretty populated areas trying to track it. I honestly thought this part of our chase had the best chance of a tornado. It was isolated before other storms started to merge with it, but we were in great position for it. I had been wanting to chase in Minnesota. It wasn't what I had hoped. I had seen a lot of videos more in the farm areas, I think more on the eastern part of Minnesota. Look at that, look at the bull. Yeah. And once we got out of the populated areas toward the Wisconsin border, it was just challenging to maintain good visual of the storm with the amount of trees. It is not very much horizon, and the road networks were sort of limited, and so I had to change course a few times. Right, you should be able to see any horseshoe area. If it's there, it looks like it might be trying here. Relatively rain-free.
See 3 wall clouds right there.
We also fell behind as we were tailing it toward Wyoming and Chisago, Minnesota. That's kind of confusing city names. Near the Wisconsin border, as we decided to drop a bit south and east to be in better position. It's like chasing in Washington. This is ridiculous. Can't see anything. It'd be a full tornado now. No idea. Yeah, there was just no break in the trees. I felt like I was back home chasing. With the storm mergers that were happening and our inability to see in this area, I decided to drop a bit south. So dropping south, we tried catching up with the storm through Forest Lake, Minnesota to the Wisconsin border, and actually ended up going through my friend's hometown of Scandia, Minnesota. My son had pointed it out that we went through it, and I had thought it was more toward Minneapolis. So that was kind of crazy. Are you sure this isn't? Like, when's the border to Wisconsin? Is it like right by the border then? I swear the border is like right here at least.
Yeah, the border is right across the river. Yeah, it says we're in Scandia, Minnesota.
Even though we didn't get the preferred terrain in Minnesota, Minnesota was a beautiful state to look at. Might see a tornado from Scandia from the distance. We definitely didn't see a tornado. I thought our best chance was hit earlier when it was in more populated areas, so probably a good thing. But this storm kind of became messy. And I wanted to make sure we got to our setup in Illinois the next day for the most elevated tornado risk of our trip.
We decided to stay in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. There was predicted to be a big outbreak tomorrow. We're going to rest up early to wake up early the next day.